Peace. What's good, y'all? It's your brother, God Signs, up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch, subscribe. I really appreciate y'all, true indeed. Just about to go in and do some errands, make a video real quick. What's going on with Snoop, man? I see all this backlash of people but I want to say this. Now, I'm not here to bash Snoop. I'm actually one of Snoop's biggest fans. When Snoop first came out, man, salute to my brother, God Supreme, man. I wish he was alive to tell y'all. When Snoop first came out with Deep Cover, that video, the first time I saw him, I was like, yo, this dude is about to take over, because there was nothing like him. And his style was so dope. You know, his voice, the way he was moving in the creep with me as I rolled through the hood, maniac, lunatic, call me Snoop Peacewood. I was like, yo, this dude is dope. And he's spitting too. I'm like, yo, I know Dre don't like that beat, but it was dope. It was killing that in New York. And I'm like, yo, this dude, I'm telling my brother, this dude Snoop, whoever the hell he is. And it's 187 on. I never even heard that term 187. I didn't even learn I knew about 187 from Above the Law, Dr. Dre's first protege, Code 187 Big Hutch. So, but the way how he was using it, it was dope. It's just, so when the first time I saw him, I was like, yo, this dude is going to, and he's like, man, get off that dude. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm telling you. And the Chronic dropped. And I remember when I went downtown Brooklyn and I bought that album and I came back and played it. I went on my stoop and I played it from the beginning to the end. And I was like, I told you, and this dude is on there. Of course, you're hearing other dudes like Corrupt, and I'm like, yo, this album is dope, yo. It was, yo, people won't believe it, but yo, in my block, in Park Slope in Brooklyn, yo, everybody was killing the Chronic, man. It was like, it just came out of nowhere, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I love that West Coast golden era, because it made, other, like the East Coast, step their game up. Biggie Smalls came out. Their Jeru the Damager. You had, 93 had to be one of the greatest years also of hip-hop. I know 88 is, but 93 is another great year of hip-hop. It's so much albums that dropped in 93, it's ridiculous. Midnight Marauders, Enter the Stage, Doggy Style, Wu-Tang. I could go on and on. 93. Amazing year in hip-hop. But that album should have been, so I knew like, this dude is taking over, yo. And when Doggy Style dropped, now my brother's on it. Now he's on it. Now he walking around, yo, yeah, you right, man, this is dope. I'm like, I told you. That album should have been a 5 mic album. I think the Source actually hated on him because of him being from the West Coast. They didn't want to give him that extra mic. The Source used to do a little petty stuff like that. I think they gave him 4.5 mics, but Doggy Style is a 5 mic album. There's no skipping on it. I think it's some of Dr. Dre's best production ever on that album, from beginning to end. Just dopeness. I couldn't believe how dope that album was. I mean, that album, everybody was rhyming like Snoop. You had the Brat. She was like a female Snoop. Everybody started following Snoop. I mean, he came out. He changed the whole landscape. You know what I'm saying? So Snoop was like, I was rocking with Snoop from the beginning. The Godfather album, the second album, it's a disappointment. I listened to that album once and will never again, because I always, as a producer, lyrics do matter, but I was always into the beats. And Dr. Dre was like, once Dr. Dre's producing a project, it's gonna be some quality stuff. That album was like, the album he did with No Limit was better than that. You know what I mean? But I always followed Snoop career, even when he hooked up with the Neptunes, one of my dope, the top 5 greatest producers of all time. I put them there. You know what I'm saying? That RNG, Rhythm and Gangsta, that album is dope. I give them credit for revamping his career. That album is dope. You know what I'm saying? That's the old Snoop. You got, Drop It Like It's Hot, but, you got a lot of different producers on there, but I always love that album. So I'm a Snoop fan. But see, I separate the artists from political stuff and standing up for like black issues and stuff. I don't look at them to do that anymore. You know what I mean? If you do, you're going to always be disappointed. Now, I don't think anybody would be talking about Snoop just, I don't hear anybody talking about Nelly that much more than Snoop. Why? Because of that video. And y'all know the video I'm talking about. With Snoop on there. I don't know if Snoop forgot he made that video or what, but there's a channel, I can't remember, it's like a short, they play that video, and then like a couple months later, you see Snoop performing at the party, and you're like, oh my God. Like, the big question I have is, why did they call you? Why did they call the people that they call? Rick Ross, Nelly, you? Why? Why did they call y'all? I don't know. But the point is, I think Snoop, then I seen the response, which is true. Black people are always trying to bring down each other. But in this situation, it's a little bit different. Because you said it. We didn't say it. Nobody said, you said it. You said you're gonna roast whoever does it, sell out, jigaboo. I ain't even want to curse. You know what he said, and then you're doing it. Now, I think if he just admitted it, just come on, their response would be like, look, I made a video a couple months before that. I don't know if you know how long, it was like a year or two. I made a video a couple years ago. I got a change of heart. You know what I'm saying? I want to give the president a chance, whatever. If you just acknowledge that video and be like, I know I made that video. I know how it looks. I'm not selling out the, whatever, but I know how it looks. I have a change of heart from back then when I said it, which people can change it, anytime. Their views, one couple years they feel like this, and then another year they feel so. One, but not acknowledging it and just coming out and just saying that, don't worry about what you're doing and we hate. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're seeing that video and then right after that you're performing. It's like, oh my God, this don't look good. That video didn't age well at all. The Adam Elijah Muhammad always said something that made me think. He was like, before you speak, sometimes think like this. Think 3 times before you speak. And I used to wonder why he said that. This is younger when I first read. I forgot if it's message to the black man or whatever. But younger, I remember him saying that, and I was like, why he said that? But as I got older, I understand what he meant by, think not twice, at least 3 times before you speak. And Snoop should have, maybe he forgot he made that video. That is Snoop lying. Snoop smoke a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to, I don't think, people boycotting him and all. I know people are into this politics things like crazy. I am not. I don't care who's in office. I'm going to do my thing regardless. But there's some people that's really invested into this. They are crying every day, catching hell that, Trump is in office and you have people on the other side. I already see the game. It's nothing but polarization. Focus on yourself. So it really surprised me when I see so-called conscious teachers that's getting into this political thing. This should know better that these two, regardless if it's Trump, regardless if it was Carmelo or whatever, they're still a part of this system. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be, you should be, telling everybody to focus on themselves and their family. But you're campaigning like Trump is some savior. It makes me look at you like, I don't know. Everybody got their own rights to their opinions, but it just makes me look, since Trump came out, trust me, there's some conscious leaders I look at like with a side eye. I'm not even gonna say no names. If you know, you know. I'm not saying anything. But I understand, I like some of the things that he's doing, then I don't. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a balance to everything. People act like, oh, when you say something, that's what y'all keep voting Democrats. Y'all keep well, the Democrats went real left. That's why they're in this situation, right? There's a balance to everything. But don't think for 1 second that the right can't go extreme also. That's why I be trying to tell these people. Don't act like they're perfect or something. They're far from it. Because dude was right. The black vote. A lot of black males voted for Trump. I don't see one black face in his his what you call it? Not one. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I don't really sit down and watch CNN and all this crap. They look like they're depressed over there. But I don't really sit down and watch all that crap like that. You know what I'm saying? I will watch to keep just be aware. But that's it, man. I'm not putting my, feelings and all that stuff into this. But the point is, nobody would be talking about this Snoop if you didn't make that video. So this one is kind of different. But I'm not from LA. I follow a lot of people from LA, in Los Angeles. Salute to Baby Gangsta. Salute to OG Bam. I follow brothers like that. And they claim that, Bam does claim that he does a lot for the community there. You know what I'm saying? So don't take away the good that he does. You know what I'm saying? They're businessmen. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all wouldn't take that bag? If they came, hey, 500,000 come in, a lot of y'all will be doing it. Knock it off. A lot of y'all, all that black power stuff will be out the window. So, I don't judge anyone, man. It does look, because you made that video. I would have tried to get that video off the internet before I made that move, but you can't do that. But anyway, that's all I gotta say on it, man. Y'all leave Snoop alone. Leave Snoop alone, man. He gonna do what he do, and I still, like I said, I know how to separate an artist from a person, As an artist, I still rock with Snoop. That album, Missionary, a lot of people don't like it. I think I was not expecting them to redo Doggy Style. There's no way you can redo a classic. That's why it's called a classic. But the production on that album, Missionary, is dope. I actually like the song he did with Sting. Because I used to listen to The Police. I mean, there was a time when hip-hop wasn't on the radio like that. So I used to listen to, as a producer, it's always good to listen to a lot of different type of music. It helps with your production. I was listening to Duran Duran. I grew up on that. Cyndi Lauper, Michael McDonald, Phil Collins. I mean, all these people were on the radio before hip-hop was on the radio 24/7. You had to wait till like the weekend for Mr. Magic to come on, or Chuck Chill Out, DJ Red Alert, so it wasn't always like that. But let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think y'all should just leave Snoop and forgive him for what he done? But that video, it just doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest. Because you said it. What changed? I don't know. But but the biggest thing, I don't think Snoop needs money, but you can never have enough money, right? When do you say, I know all money ain't good money, but when do you stop and say, you know what, I have enough money, I ain't gotta do that? These days, people don't do that. But that's all I gotta say on it, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay warm. Now it's hot here now. Now it's like in 77, which is alright, but it was just snowing in Florida. Now it's I don't know what's going on, but y'all stay safe out there, man. Thanks if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe. Just trying to get up there to like 2,000 subscribers. Appreciate it if you do. Leave your comments. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one. Stay safe. Peace.